Hi guys, it's been a while. It's 2:53 on the 18th of July. I'm in a bathroom, restroom, whatever, at Long Branch Library. The reason is I look like this is not because I'm Melanie Regato. I'm trying to be Melanie Regato, but Melanie Regato is trying to be me. I've just come from Daily Bread, and I've been volunteering in the kitchen, so I look pretty awful. I would like to update you on a few things that's gone on since I've left. I am in a shelter. I've got charged with trespassing over at the Airbnb because I was waiting for an e-transfer, which never came as usual. And I had to go down to the hospital at one point, and I had asked them to look after my things because I had a doctor's appointment. I found a lump on the back of my leg. The doctor sent me to a vascular surgeon, and I went to a vascular surgeon and had a Doppler done. No blood clot, thank our Heavenly Father. The other thing that has happened is that my knee, in which I got pushed off the bus and is all bruised up if you saw me on the subway or wherever, there's this soft tissue damage, and that is healing, thank our Heavenly Father. The other thing is that the shelter is called the Hands and Heart something, lifting up heart. I don't know what it's called. I think I have it here on my phone. I can show a picture of it. I was going to get their business card, but anyways, it's off of Britannia Road East in, oh my gosh, I was going to say St. Catharines. Anyways, that's where I am. I'm trying to get my phone. I've dropped my phone in the bottom of my bag. There it is. And it's a stay the night program, but I was able, because I got charged with trespassing from this host, and he kept my things on his porch for 2 days, and he got angry, and I wrote a bad review, and that's what that is. It's the Airbnb, in case you are looking for an Airbnb. It's 1409 Goldmar Drive off of Dixie, between Dixie Bloor and Mississauga, near closest is Long Branch. I'm just looking for my gallery. I can't find my gallery. There it is. No, I cannot. Bear with me. Anyways, so what had happened is that he had put all my things on the porch, and I didn't lose anything except for $100 worth of meat, because he wouldn't allow any of my perishables to be frozen, to be in the refrigerator. And I can't find there it is, to be in the refrigerator. And because he couldn't find any of my things in the refrigerator, they sat outside in the 45-degree heat for 2 days. So this is where I am there. I think you can see it. Wait a second. If you could see. That's where I'm staying. It's just officially in Mississauga. So I've been there since, for a good week, and I have all my things there, and I leave at 7 a.m. Well, I've been leaving earlier because I work at Daily Bread still during the day, so they allow me to get up, get ready and leave by 6. It is run by a Muslim community. It's a Muslim community, but they opened it up to white women, mostly because of the fact they needed funding for the government. Peel Regional Police and Toronto Regional Police know my every move because I am in a shelter, and because I was charged with trespassing, and because I'm being followed every single day. Jonas Regato was over at Renfrew Station, the main thoroughfare of how I go, and I know you've been seeing me with your black and beige and blue and your various colors, and if I'll get to that in a minute. Is what the 39 comes in when I get on the 112, so I have to go to Renfrew Station. So Renfrew Station has always been a place where I kind of do the crossover. And sorry, I'm in a bathroom, so I don't know if anybody's going to come in to get me. I do the crossover, and I already have, so always have. It's the main thoroughfare to go to Kipling Station, to the subway to Islington. So that's my route. So Ash has been there with Murray, and because Ash has accused me of being everywhere and dealing crystal methadone. So the police are there, and the police will never pick me up. The most I've given is if I have extra food. I know there's homeless people there, so they're hungry. So I drop off food, like granola bars or muffins or whatever I have, or even juice. At one point I gave some Gatorade that I picked up at Daily Bread. I tend to carry extra food with me, not only because I'm hungry and because I get low blood sugar, but also because I see people who are on the streets and who are hungry, and I know what it's like to be hungry, and I know what it's like to be on the streets. As I stated before, Kate has threatened people. Now we're at the point where Mama Carol has gone down to Raleigh and demanded to get money from Kate. Or she was going to put her in a mental illness situation, and her presidency has been threatened. Mama Carol has also threatened Duncan because of what Duncan is now, and Duncan is, I believe he's in Toronto, I don't know, and if he is, I haven't seen him. He doesn't want to see me because of the way I look with my wig now. He has various problems with that. He's also being threatened by Kate, and by Jessica, and by Murray. And so as far as I know, his bodyguard has left him, so because of his involvement in the organization. We're not together anymore. I don't want to be with a man who is lying, who is deceptive, who is keeping money, who is involved in the organization in any way, shape, or form, whether he's being threatened or not. So I have actually, moving forward, I have, first and foremost, I have rented a room. That's why I'm at the library. I have to submit electronic documents electronically. I am praying for $2,500, first and last month's rent. My Toronto Housing Stability will give me money because I am considered homeless. I consider myself without residence. Have been for a number of weeks, actually, close to 2 months. Now it will be because Kate left me in an airport with $7,000. Kate also has, this is Kate Daniels Smith, because she does what she calls herself. Her name is Kate Daniels. She has stolen close to $87 million, the money that Sandra Long took from the companion account and various accounts at Cashfire Toronto. Kate has actually put into account, CIBC account, over on Commerce by Renfrew Station in the name of her granddaughter, one of her granddaughters. So she has stolen close to $87 million. So that's part of that is money that is owed to me. And other companions that Sandra stole from. So her and Sandra has kind of like collided together to do that. Duncan didn't know anything about that. Melanie Regato is continuing her quest and running around naked and wearing my wig, wearing various wigs and glasses and everything like that. Yeah, a little thing that I got at Kochi. It's a tea towel. Kochi's downtown. It's a nice little shop by the St. Lawrence Market where I frequent. Used to. I will again. And she's getting a wig. This is my really old curly wig. It's being destroyed because I work in the kitchen, and so it's really bad now if I take this off. It looks so half decent, but I still have my blonde wig, and my blue wig, if you remember that, the long one, I wear that to bed. So that is that. So Melanie is on her quest to run around naked at Kipling Station, run around naked at Renfrew Station, and tell people I'm a mental patient, run around naked in front of the shelter, actually. Melinda Jeffries, dressed in her security outfit, Paladin Security, went into the shelter and said I was Melanie Regato and said that I was a liar, a methadone addict. So yesterday when they did my laundry, fine. I had a little bit of freak out session. They have to, I guess it's procedure because of the drug addicts in the shelter. They have to turn my clothing inside out and kind of pat it or something. I don't know, wipe it or something. They didn't find anything. Obviously, they never will. Apparently, Marie Verhaven has promised me to Norman Brown. Norman Brown sits in the office at the microphone and says, well, now this afternoon he has stated, he's at 268 Atwell, he stated he wants to blow my head off. He's also stated, you are my companion, you're my companion, you're my companion, which I never will be. We never are going back to Toronto. And thus at some point I am invited back to speak. That remains to be seen, as usual. Now, I do, like I said, have a room rental arranged, and that's why I'm here at Long Branch, and I am continuing with Daily Bread. I'm averaging anywhere between 25 to 30 hours a week, sometimes 40. I love it. I'm looking for a job, and there may or may not be something happening over there. I cannot comment on that. I can comment, however, on the fact that Neil Heatherton, the CEO, and I pray that he doesn't mind me saying this, there may be, there's a pending lawsuit. I have allies there. That's my community now. Also, Castle Fire Toronto and Castle Fire Raleigh. I think I may have spoken about this before, maybe not. The cast will be involved because what has happened is they're involving me, and because of the cameras and the microphones and everything that are on me, that's huge. That's huge. Like, I mean, seriously, you can't just put a microphone and camera in somebody and expect someone to live their life, which I'm doing, Jonas Rogato, it was fully used, and so did Sandra Long. It was fully used to terrorize me and to drive me crazy. That's what it was. That's why they say I have a mental issue. That's why they resorted to Melanie and Jonas and Sandra Long. That's why they resorted to running around naked, pulling applications, defaming my character, and all that kind of stuff. So this is a $187 million lawsuit that's happening. So that's what's going on as well. I'm excited about the place. I know our Heavenly Father is going to provide me with $2,500. I don't know where it's going to come from. I do know Housing Stability will provide me with a lot of a portion of it, and of course my ODSP check. So that's fine. And I can always use Access Daily Bread for food until I can get a proper job. That pays. I consider my volunteer work a job, right? So I'm working. I've had grace and favor with the My Way transit company, and I appreciate them very much. And every TTC driver, and every My Way, and every customer care officer out there, and the police officers out there that are protecting me. There's a situation happening as well with Kevin Jeffrey, Melinda Jeffries, Melanie Jonas, now Norman Brown, and other individuals from the Jeff Yancey as well following me. So my life is still in danger in that sense. So they're in the shelter. There is police protection. So if you see police where I am, it's not because I'm dealing, it's not because I'm doing anything wrong, it's because they have to protect me. Because, like I said, this morning, Jonas Rogato, when I was at Renfrew Station, had a gun pointed at my head. So, and that's happened for years. And it's just finally now that the police are actually believing me. And I think that is due to certain individuals who are my allies in Toronto. What else? Oh, okay, yeah, the colors. Now, I recognize your colors, and I am so thankful that you're doing this. And believe it or not, those of you who cannot wear pink yet, you are finding your voice just by wearing your colors. If you do wear gray, I am praying for you. So if I see you wearing gray, I am praying for you. I pray whispering on the streetcar, or on the bus, or when I'm walking down the street. So if you'd like to stop me, when I'm out now, I'm generally wearing this shirt. I will always be wearing this shirt unless I'm on a weekend. If I'm on a weekend, I'm not, and I'll be wearing my blonde wig. So, okay, but still the glasses, and always this and this, okay? I think I might have to get out of here, otherwise they're gonna think I'm doing something. So I would just like to say I'm okay, I'm moving forward, and if there's any questions as to who I am and what I am Michelle, and I am hurting, and I'm healing because of my relationship that is over with Duncan, as far as I know. So it is what it is, right? I'm glad the hot weather is over, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And again, I will pray for you, and if you can continue to pray for me, that I get settled, that I get my money, and that I stand strong. Okay? Love you all.